Well, hello everybody and welcome to a new stream here on Access the Animals. It's been so much time once again. My name is Marco and I'm joined once again by the lovely Sary. Hello everybody. We're here streaming Assassin's Creed Shadows because today the new update 1.1.1 has released for the game, and we're streaming today for a change on Xbox and not on PC. So we're gonna hopefully the stream does not crash as it usually does. Uh, can we just move a little bit so I can see? Hello Nick, hello Elena. No time, long see exactly. It's been so much time. I can't remember when we streamed last. I think it was for update 1.0.6 or 5, so it was like months ago. Hello Tailgate, welcome to the stream. James, hello. So yeah, we are streaming on Xbox. So we are connected through the Xbox app on our PC. Hopefully it doesn't crash. But yes, we are going to try and check all the new updates. And also discuss some of the content that was released yesterday through on social media as well. Hello, Marvel Dutch. Welcome to the stream. Which country are you from? Well, we are from Italy, actually. Yeah, so it's what 8:30 p.m. Our time. And we haven't tested the patch yet today, so we just got back home, so we are trying it live with you guys. I guess you guys might have tried it before we actually did, so yes. Greetings y'all, stoked to finally be here for a stream. It's been so much time, Elena, and even longer so that we got actually the chance to stream with you in the chat, so I'm so happy. Is the analysis of the Awakening Mnemosyne project lore files in the works? Yes. So basically the way I'm gonna try and structure the analysis, that's gonna take a long time, but the way is we did the analysis on the first set of modern day files, the legacy one. Then there's going to be Awakening. That's the next video. It's going to be the same length of the previous one, so it's going to be quite long. I'm currently editing it. Then it's going to be the third video is going to focus on us as we start playing the game. So when we enter the animals, etc., etc. The ending of the modern day in Shadows, and then there's going to be the third set of files, and there's going to be a fourth one that started today. So I guess we can actually unusually start by looking at the updates that were introduced with the new patch, by looking at modern day, because you guys asked about it. So I think that we can actually go into the menu and see that there's a fourth. We can go in Animus. There we go, in projects. Hopefully the connection holds. Yeah, there's Sanctuary. Sanctuary is the new project or battle pass that was introduced today. Basically, there's going to be anomalies missions to complete. Can we enter? I think we can. Okay. So there's going to be new modern day files. The theme will be Sanctuary. I have no idea what that means. I haven't seen any of the modern day files yet. You can see that the theme picture. Hello, cat. Hello, cat. So the theme picture is, the Italian assassins insignia that you can see under the text Sanctuary. And that's also because the rewards this time are going to all focus around Ezio Auditore. So we have an Ezio AC2 outfit, Legacy outfit, the first Legacy outfit releasing on Shadows, and then like Sary showed, there's going to be a cat that we can unlock throughout the weeks. There we go, the rooftop cap. If you hear scurrying paws moving from roof to roof, just this justice-seeking cat is on the hunt. So as we go on, that's going to, because the anomalies release every 3 days, they refresh. I think that we can get to the cat in what, 1 week, 1 week and a half, and this cat can be added to the settlement. So yes. I'm excited for that one because Awakening deals with some of the sci-fi concepts. Yes, I think this is one of the best elements of the story, of the modern day story, the Awakening set of modern day files. So I think we can actually activate Sanctuary with Y. It doesn't work. Okay, yes, let's activate this. So the anomalies refreshed actually like half an hour ago, so we can also do some anomalies and also refresh, download some of the, unlock some of the rewards. I think totally not a battle pass, definitely not. Are we able to change time of day yet? Yes, we can. That is one of the updates, one of the features that were added with update 1.1.1, but we have to unlock it on our settlement. So maybe because you guys asked for this, we can go to our settlement in Izumusetsu, and basically a number of updates that were introduced with the new patch depend on the new upgrades that have been introduced in the settlement. So basically there's an upgrade to the Kakurega, an upgrade to the Nando, that's connected to changing time of day, and there's also other updates that I have written right here that will change some of the gameplay aspects that we're gonna go through throughout the stream. So you guys asked about time of day. Agent X asked about it. So I think we can go into the into changing and upgrading the settlement. So let's go in the settlement. Can we do that from here? No, I think we should go inside the settlement. So Sary, we still have to update our settlement. So you go into improve hideout, and for changing time of day, it's looking for the Nando building. That's where's our there we go. And then you press A, and then this one, upgrade, and it's, as you can see on the top right, it's the second out of 3 upgrades, so we can do this one. And let's get out, and I think you can just press up on your joypad once you are out of the management menu, and then you can change time of day, and it shifts. I'm not sure if we can do it from here. So tutorial says you can just press up or like hold up, and it will shift to 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. depending on where you are, and you have to be in a safe spot, so not in a red zone, I think. And look at that. So it really works very much like in Odyssey, Origins, and Valhalla. So this is how you shift time of day. I don't know if we have all the resources for all the other upgrades. For example, we can do either the Forge. There's a lot of. I'm gonna have to go through the through all the descriptions because I definitely forgot all the upgrades. If I'm not mistaken, the Kakurega will unlock the Kakurega will unlock the Kakuregas and viewpoints in the regions, and then once you unlock all of them, you can also unfog the map in a region if you have unlocked all the viewpoints. So let's have a look at the Kakrega. It's up there. I don't think we can actually do that, but we can. There we go. We don't have all the resources, but if you get your Kakarega to level 4, scouts will reveal the whole province if all the viewpoints are synchronized. So this is one of the for completionists, they hate seeing fog on the map. You can actually do that. Why do we get Giovanni robes instead of Xiaojun, says Mr. Spawn. Actually, this one is also another interesting upgrade for the Forge. I'll get back to you, Mr. Spawn. But yes, like level 5 in the Forge will get to the level cap of weapons, armor, and trinkets to level 100. And I think that already getting to 80, which was the previous level cap, can we go back? Was quite a tough job to get to 80. I have no idea how to get to 100. And then can we go to level 6? Level 6 will actually allow to upgrade your weapons and armor and objects to new qualities. Like the legendary will get to artifact level, and epic will get to a different level. And a different quality, like it was in Odyssey, for example. And within these new qualities, there's also going to be different upgrade levels. This is going to be crazy, but like for if you want to like min-max your build, you can get into this. I don't think that Shadows leans that much into customization. I think that with your a normal setup, you can actually face the game easily without having to to min-max. But if you are into that, the upgrades on the Forge will definitely allow you to get into customization for all your items. And to get back to you, Mr. Spawn, it's interesting to see. I'm happy to see more love for the AC2 robes, because usually when you say Ezio, usually they show the Legacy outfit is the Brotherhood one, so having the AC2 one is refreshing. I've seen a lot of people say, hey, why is it not Xiaojun? But at the same time, honestly, usually when they go with Legacy outfit, it's always AC2. Actually, it's always Ezio first. Sometimes it's Edward, and then as you go on throughout post-launch, there's the more unique outfits, like the Hidden Ones Origins outfit that came in Valhalla. I don't think it was right away, it was like down the line in post-launch. So maybe, hopefully, like a lot of people ask for Xiaojun, so maybe this is going to come later on in post-launch. Hello, Zephyrus. Hello, Warshak. Welcome to the stream, guys. Making dinner, going to play Shadows. Yeah, same. Even after we stop streaming. So yes, yesterday a lot of information about the Claws of Awaji DLC was also revealed, and the update today actually added support for Claws of Awaji, which means I think I've seen it online. I haven't tested it yet, but if we go on the map, we can actually see in front of Osaka in the map. Now the region is open. Awaji is in there. It says level 60. You can't do anything, but it actually is recognized as an area in the map. And once for those who are going to actually own the DLC, there's going to be an additional anomaly in there for every cycle. So basically, it feels like owners of the DLC are going to obtain the rewards in the project / battle passes faster than those that do not own them. Like there's going to be like an additional anomaly along with the 4 usual ones. Um, what else? Some of the promotional material was released yesterday about Claws of Awaji. There were a few screenshots that actually showcased that there are Templars in the DLC, and also Ubisoft actually confirmed. So this is I mean, this was the worst kept secret, but Tsuyu, Naoe's mother, is going to actually appear in the Claws of Awaji DLC. It was also mentioned in the previews, but some of the content creators that were able to play the game, the DLC earlier, with early access. And yeah, Ubisoft basically confirmed it yesterday that both Templars and Tsuyu will appear in the DLC in Claws of Awaji. Which is quite interesting because that's basically the DLC will continue after the ending of the main game. So you cannot actually access the DLC if you haven't completed the main game and all its epilogues. So make sure you have a few days before the DLC comes out on September the 16th. We're also going to stream on September 16th once the DLC is out, so we can actually showcase the game and actually have an online stream review like we did for the main game. So we're gonna try and do that. Details coming soon. But yeah, happy birthday in advance, Tailgate. Yes, Close of Awaji comes out on your birthday. Are you actually gonna play it, like, try and finish it on your birthday still? Like, it's, Ubisoft said it's 10 hours of content. I really believe that the main story is going to be less than that. Usually when they say it's that number of hours for the whole DLC, it's like main story is like half of that, or like 2/3 of that, and then all of the other the remaining hours is like additional activities, side content and the like. So we'll see how big the actual Awaji map is going to be. We'll see for that. What else? Yes. There was also like some footage for the DLC. Some mood shots were released. We can actually show that. We have it on our Twitter page, I think. Let's see if we can get that without crashing everything. Okay. Well, I'm checking on your comments. Really don't get why synchronizing doesn't clear the map. What's Ubisoft rationale? That's quite interesting to actually ask. I wouldn't know, to be honest. I guess their idea was like every viewpoint has like a radius, and it unlocks that. And although radiuses do not cover the whole map, either they didn't take that into consideration or didn't expect fans to be that much interested in all of that. But anyway, let's go. Let's just go a little bit more, go. There we go again. There we go. This is the footage for Claws of Awaji that was revealed yesterday. I think you can see it fully, hopefully. No? Okay. Let me just... Sarah's going to actually make it available. You can see it. It's not so much, but yes. So you can see there are different guards. There are different wearing different outfits. I think it's to separate the new guards and faction. There's going to be a new faction in Claws of Awaji. This is a new outfit for Naoe, and she's also using the bow staff. It's going to be quite interesting to see, because this is like a new weapon, a new weapon type that is actually going to be made available for everybody, even if you don't own the DLC, with a free quest that is going to release on September the 16th. So the idea for that was that basically the devs wanted to have the free quest available for everybody still, like that was the original plan, but they did not, they had not thought originally of making the bow weapon available to everybody. But then basically they officially mentioned that they changed their mind so that everybody can at least have access to non-legendary bow weapons. But if you actually get to own the DLC, you will also get legendary bows, which means specific perks. And I think it's quite interesting. Joe Raptor showed yesterday that by owning the bow weapon, you also get access to the chain assassination skill. So basically, chain assassination will be back in Assassin's Creed. While it wasn't in the main game for Shadows, it will get back with Claws of Awaji. And I guess that if we get access to the weapon even outside of Claws of Awaji, possibly the skill will be made available to everybody as well. So hopefully we're gonna test that on September the 16th. But chain assassination will, hopefully should be made available to everybody. So and this view of the island is quite amazing. Like this mood shot was quite interesting for me, at least. I think we can go back to the game. I'm so out of the loop with AC, so sorry for silly question. Oh, I missed your question. What was the question? Time for dinner. Oh, was nice to see you, James. Thanks for joining us. It's so dark. The bow weapon abilities will be for the base game as well. Oh, that's thank you for confirming it, Oshak. Which is quite interesting. Like, I wonder what went into the decision and thought process for like making this available to everybody. Well, but that's quite nice anyway, so that everybody can test the weapon, even if it's not a legendary. Who cares? I mean, this is a new moveset, new abilities, and chain assassination getting back for free. So it's quite interesting, honestly. Hello, Assassin's Creed community. Welcome to the stream. Let me have a look at the notes. What is that? Oh yes. Also in the notes, they actually revealed some spoilers for the top level spoilers for Claws of Awaji. It was actually mentioned that also the third Regalia will appear in Claws of Awaji. It should be at the core of the story in there as well, kind of like a MacGuffin. We're not having Pieces of Eden as MacGuffins anymore, but or are they? Because we haven't seen inside the boxes yet. But yes, hope it's not too much of a spoiler for Shadows, but at the end of the main story of our Shadows, spoiler alert. But well, Naoe is able to get her hands on 2 out of 3. Naoe and Hattori Hanzo have their hands on 2 out of the 3 Regalia, which are actually treasures that aren't shown to the public in Japan. They are actual real items that symbolize and signify the power of unified Japan, and they are in the hand. Oh, look at that! This game looks so good. They actually symbolize the power of unified Japan, and so they are owned by the Emperor. And they have been owned by the Emperor through time. Sometimes some of them disappeared and then reappeared in history. And they are never shown actually to the public. Sometimes it's not even the boxes that are shown, because the boxes usually are wrapped into cloth, so you never actually see. There aren't recorded pictures of the actual items. As far as I know, there are reproductions and recreations of those, but the actual items are not shown. But yeah, so within Cause of Awaji, we'll get to find the third Regalia, and I wonder what happens at the end of that. Because supposedly now will reunite with her mother, Tsuyu. They will have some, I guess, stuff to talk about after the ending. Well, the start and the end of Shadows. So there's going to be a lot of stuff to discuss. Player agency is really important to them, says Oshak. They said that they didn't want to have the base game players to be limited. I understand that. I think that was an issue with the expansions for previous games, honestly, because especially I'm thinking of Dawn of Ragnarok, which I really didn't like for its story, but the gameplay in Dawn of Ragnarok was quite amazing, and you know, non-owners were missing out on a lot of that stuff. I think some of the abilities were then made available, maybe, I'm not sure. And it was nice, like, for owners of the DLC to migrate those abilities in the main game, but non-owners were missing out on a lot of cool stuff. So this is actually a new weapon type, so quite nice of the devs to make them available to everybody. Oh, Elena and Nick said, "Hi, Sary. Did you actually die?" Oh, hi, Sary, then. I didn't even see that. So, yes, I didn't expect the devs to actually mention the third Regalia on actual communication, but sure. What else? Yeah, we did mention that there's going to be a free story quest that makes the bow weapon available to everybody. That's going to release on September the 16th. And it's going to be available for free, so that's quite nice. It feels like it's going to be like an introductory quest to the DLC, like they did for Odyssey. So I guess it's going to be something like that. We'll see. We'll see about that. Then, as we saw earlier, there's a level cap increase. It's going to be made available, I think, through the Forge, building in our settlement, in our hideout. I usually am not. I mean, for Shadows, I don't think that we need a level cap, like or like an upgrade to the level cap, because I at least for me, let me know in the chat if it's different for you. But I never felt limited or held by progression, other than you know, by the abilities and the skills that change actually in terms of gameplay. But it never felt like overpowered or too. I never felt like it was too tough or too easy. I think the game is really balanced, but to a point where progression does not have an impact other than on gameplay. And I'm actually happy. I'm not really into you know, having to take care of too many stats in order to be able to enjoy the game. So Sary is having some issues with the game. So let me know, guys, if you are into progression and into, you know, micromanaging all the various tiny little stats and perks when they do not impact gameplay. Like, obviously, if a perk has an impact on gameplay, I don't know. There's something that I usually use is adding a perk, like a legendary perk that allows me, like if I parry, I can throw a smoke bomb that changes gameplay. So I'm into that kind of stuff, sure, but it's becoming a bit unbalanced. You're seeing, really, Nick, not a fan of double increase in level cap, but do you feel that having an increase in level cap changes how you play? Like, does it make the game easier or more difficult? Because to me, being a level 50 or 85 doesn't change the feeling on the game. It doesn't change. Doesn't make me feel like I'm getting better. Like I feel like I have mastered the game, and if I am a level 40 or 200, doesn't really feel like it's changing. It feels like, yeah, now we are level, I don't know, 60 or 65, and if we get to 70, it doesn't feel like it has like any tangible changes, at least to me. Nick is saying none. They even increase the mastery requirements. It's more grindy. Like, it feels grindy, yes, because yeah, changing the mastery requirements, yeah, that feels tedious, because you need to get more, you know, knowledge points in order to get stuff, and that's not amazing. Yeah, you can get all of that. We have a lot of money, so so we can see some of the increase and improvements. I think you can get all of them. It's not gonna be an issue. I'm not sure if they're gonna be enough though, because we have like what, 300 plus 200 is gonna be 500. We'll see about that. What else? Yes, like we mentioned, there's going to be hideout upgrades to all the buildings, and if you don't have, I mean, I did play a lot, like 150 hours, getting the resources, and as you can see, I'm still short on stuff, so I don't think I'll ever get to see all the upgrades in the game for the buildings. Now that they have added a total of 20 enhancements for the hideout, I think I'm gonna get only the ones that are useful, like the you know, time of day is essential. Sure, it was really nice to be able to change time of day in photo mode, but also as a content creator, I want to, you know, record cutscenes during the day with proper lighting on the characters, and it doesn't work when it's at night and you cannot change time of day. We're doing the forge. Let's go with the forge. Or we can go to the Kakurega. We can't with the forge, so let's go to the Kakurega. See if we can do that one. Where are we? We are still missing 30. So we can go to another shop and get some more, and then we can go back. What else? What else am I forgetting? Alright, so basically these upgrades are also going to improve the crafting capacity and capability, enhanced now in Yasuke. We'll see, maybe through time, if that changes gameplay or how you feel the game. But I feel that in a non-visible way, if you enhance now in Yasuke through the upgrade in the settlement, the game will also increase the power of the enemies, and it will balance out, and it will feel exactly like before. I feel like all the most of the post-launch progression additions did not change how the game felt, other than the perks that actually change gameplay. Those obviously change the gameplay, and so they change the perception of game. What else? We did mention the advanced time of day. This was very useful. Like, at least for content creation. I'm not sure. Like, and I think this also is quite nice for the stealth sessions. Like, if you are during the day and you actually want to take on a castle or a mission at night, especially in a game where you know, the lighting has an impact on gameplay. Now you don't have to wait around for, I don't know, a few minutes or a number of minutes in order to you know, having a stealth sessions at night, which is quite nice. Upgrading the study to level 4 allows scouts to reveal viewpoints and safe houses. So basically, if you upgrade the study, you are going to be able to, you know, detect viewpoints even on the map. And then, if you also have upgraded the Kakurega, you can also unfog regions. I'm not sure if I have regions where I unlocked all the viewpoints. I'm so behind on my schedule. But we're gonna see about that. Where are you going? Are you gonna get a boat? Look at that. Okay. I wonder what if there's going to be some kind of gameplay in the sea, because we are in an island in Awaji. If there's going to be some locations in the sea, or like some ships like this one to assault, like to to have a stealth session. I guess that Arshak might tell us, because like Arshak actually you did go to is Arshak still in the chat? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So lucky of you to got to Bordeaux and test the game earlier. So I guess you know more than we do about Claws of Awaji. I hope you enjoyed it. It's quite interesting, because it feels like it's I've seen some of the previews. Some of the content creators did mention that it's more straight into the story without a lot of fluff as there is in the main game. Like Shadows very much goes around the topics of assassins and Templars, and it's really just a few cutscenes and locations that are very much focused on assassins and Templars, while I don't know, 80% of the game is not about that. While it feels like Claws of Awaji is going to be way more about assassins and Templars and the main story, now his mother, the Regalia, it's going to be very much more full-on focus on topics that are more interesting for long-time fans. I do see what the devs are doing, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Like, the main game is for for casual gamers, and the stuff for long-time fans is there. It's not optional because it's part of the main story, but it's very much at the end. Oh my, what happened? What happened? So yeah, something that I really don't like is the DLC is for hardcore fans, because by the time the DLC is out, casual fans have moved on to other games. So I guess it works on a business perspective. I'm not very happy about seeing that the content for hardcore fans is not the main focus in the main game, and we have to stick around for in order to see the actual stuff for us with DLC and post-launch. As you can see, as you might have seen in the free content, the free story content that has been released in the last few weeks and months. There were Templar stories, Templar characters and stuff like that, which wasn't really that much in the main game. So seeing hardcore fan-related content in post-launch and not in the main game, not a nice view. But I understand why that is on a business perspective. Not a huge fan of that anyway. I'm excited for Awaji because it's made by the Mirage Studio. Yes, it's made by Bordeaux. And if it's a hit for hardcore fans, Bordeaux is like on a highway to become a fan favorite studio. It already was when Mirage released. And if this is a DLC that is focused on assassins and heartfelt stories like Naue and her mother reuniting and discussing assassin topics, that's going to be quite interesting. I have seen some articles mentioning that Yasuke is taking it's more like less important in this DLC. It's not too bad for me because this is more like it feels like this is way more focused on Naue than Yasuke. I would imagine. What happened? Did they hit you? Ouch. So when you are in open sea, your boat gets destroyed. Okay. I feel like maybe they could have a second DLC on Yasuke. I'm not sure if this is actually the plan, but that's going to be quite interesting to see. Like a first DLC focused on Nao and the Assassins, and a second DLC focused on Yasuke and the Templars. We'll see about that, because there's Templars in this one as well, so we'll see about that. The Stick 6 Love Mirage, despite its story being subpar. I'm not too sure whether to say it's subpar. I would say that compared to the other main games, it had surely a shorter and a shorter breadth in terms of story. Like you didn't have as many hours of of content as you have in the huge RPG games. So of course they had to cut on a lot of stuff, which made the story less impactful maybe than the other long RPG games, but at the same time it was way more focused. Like I feel like some of the targets, if not a good number of the targets in Shadows, are not really memorable. While having a story that has like 3 to 4 targets, they might stick in your mind a little bit more. And I would say also that Mirage focused on topics that were already introduced with Valhalla. So at least for hardcore fans, the story was meaningful in a way, and the ending was also quite meaningful to Basim, especially. They didn't do everything in their power to not say the word assassins. Well, they couldn't, because it was hidden once at the time. I actually hope that they actually say the word assassin and Templars in this DLC. That should be the proper time to do in Claws of Awaji, because this is like historically and lore wise, this is about Templars and Assassins. Like Templars were actually mentioned in the main game, while the word assassin is not that frequent in the Shadows, in vanilla Shadows, like in the main game for Shadows. Yeah, welcome to the stream. I feel like the second DLC could focus on Black Cross and their arrival in Japan. Was that introduced in the manga? Because I have a vague memory of Black Crosses being introduced and entering Japan and stuff. I think that's in the manga, maybe in Tsuyu's story. I have read a few chapters. I'm so behind on that as well, but I mean the manga hasn't released in the West, so there's going to be a French version coming soonish. It's quite interesting because this manga is released. It has released only, I think, in Japan, and it was originally, as usual, it was released either in collections of different mangas with different chapters for every manga, or online. But now in August they actually revealed they released the first volume in Japanese of the Tales of Iga, it's called, and it's basically focused on Tsuyu's story when she was young and she meets Nagato and Hattori Hanzo. And the first volume that was released in Japan in August, it actually contains a code for in-game content. And I think some versions of the manga also had like a tangible collectible, which is quite nice. And I hope they're going to do the same in France and in the UK or in the US. I'm not sure about the tangible item. Probably they're not going to have that. But hopefully some more codes to unlock in-game content. That's for sure. They do mention the Templars in Shadows. They actually mention the Templars way more than they mention the actual word assassin. I'm not even sure if it's pronounced. Like it's written assassin somewhere when they discuss Alvaro Cataribera, the Spanish assassin that gets to Japan and tries to have a cell of assassins in there. It's in the documents for sure. It's in the codex for sure. I'm not too sure that it is actually said by, like, mentioned by characters. I have no problem with shorter games. Revelations is my favorite. I just think the Mirage is bad. Points of view, I would say I didn't enjoy Mirage for what it was. Like, it wasn't like even the devs said, it's not a step forward, it's a step on the side. And for the kind of project that it was, I really enjoyed it. And even for the setting, I really enjoyed Baghdad, honestly. Oh man. I really like the street view camera in AC Mirage, very much like it was. After you finish with the combat, can you pause the game a little bit, or just to move? Can I? Okay, so I can see properly your chat. Max, welcome to the stream. I really like the street viewing camera in Mirage, very much like it was in AC1. Yes, I mean, Mirage was meant to be like a proper tribute to AC1, so they did try to have as many references to AC1, both visually and in terms of gameplay, and in terms of feeling also. Which also prompts me to wonder if they're actually going to have the AC1 remake that everybody was hoping to see, and I wonder if they're going to do that in 2027, because that would be the 20th anniversary, so I guess. Hello, Six Keys, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. As you might have seen, we're not streaming as frequently as we used to do, so it's on us, so not so many chances to get to chat and gather, but I'm happy that we're still having our way to chat while Canon is, our doggo is barking, as you know, as you do in ATA streams, basically. How's Sary's vet practice going? It's going pretty well. She's so busy. So that's also one of the reasons why it's gotten tougher for us to stream, because we're both very busy with IRL. But still, we're still trying to at least focus on the main occasions for the community. Hence why we're gonna also try and stream on September the 16th, so that we can try both the DLC and the free quest, and showcase the bow weapon to you guys. How big is Canon right now? We need the Canon cam. Okay, we're gonna see what we can do at the end of the stream. You will see he's like a proper adult in that, like physically an adult, like mind wise he'll never become an adult, but he's grown a little bit. Like he's not as crazy as he used to be, just a little bit. They were mentioned in the letter at the end of the Rufio quest line, yes, but the assassins, well, that's in post-launch. Templars are coming for Yasuke for killing Nonoga. Oh yeah. The 60s. No, sorry, you misunderstood me. I mean that Quebec avoid using the word assassin. But Bordeaux did. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you meant that Bordeaux did not use the word assassin, and that was because it was hidden once at a time. Mirage felt like it wanted to be an AC game, and that the devs loved what they were making. And yeah, it was a love letter towards hardcore fans. I think I mentioned this in previous streams. I feel like Bordeaux was also held by the original mandate that they received by the headquarters. Like, it's not just Bordeaux that is focused on doing fan-focused content. It's more like, at the time, Ubisoft decided to have this kind of game because probably they needed something in between Valhalla in Shadows, and also something to celebrate for AC15 and the year after. So they needed a game that they needed to celebrate AC, so this was perfect. It was a nice occasion, and it started as a DLC, and then it was developed, etc., etc., etc. We know the story. So it's not just Bordeaux. Actually, it was like the studio did a great job, in my opinion. But I mean, it feels like Bordeaux has come a long way. Like coming from on AC, right? Like they did the Ireland DLC for Valhalla, which it had its highs and lows. I think also there were issues with the mandate in there as well. But it was quite the effort at the time, and seeing that they are growing in their capabilities, and I can't wait to see what what they have actually done with Kosovo Awaji, because it feels like again like it's going to be a content focused on fans probably, but it also has a lot of RPG content and casual oriented content. So it's going to be interesting for sure. We need Canon Cam. What is the new XP thing I see in the stream UI? Is there an XP in the UI? Where? Is there an XP? I don't see it. Where do you see it? Is it up here? Up here? Oh yeah. So anyway, did we get some resources to do another upgrade? What do you guys want to see? Because there's some sort of leaderboard for followers. Oh, I think this is something that was introduced with YouTube. Haven't seen it yet. It's probably, oh yeah, I think, let me see. I'm just gonna hover onto this. Does it provide feedback? No. I think it's based on the fans that are appearing more frequently or have the longest presence in the streams. I think this is on YouTube. Like it was added when we were not streaming. I didn't even see what. I mean, I did see it in the chat, but I didn't focus on what it was. Shall we do this? Like, shall we do the upgrade on the Kakurega, or shall we go on the study? We're going on the Kakurega. Yeah, that's new. I think it's based on the presence. Okay, let's go with the Kakurega. Yeah, no, it's not a quiz thing. Even though I think I saw there's also like other options that YouTube introduced, like putting like a goal for donations and allowing like there are more monetization options that we're not really using on streams, and it suggests, hey, if we reach a number of donations, that we're gonna do a quiz. But we do trivias for you guys without the need for donations, even if really we haven't been doing trivias for quite some time. So maybe we should go back to do that. I wonder if we can organize that for the 16th. Probably not, but we'll see. Next trivia when? I'm not quite sure we can make it for the 16th because we're also going to focus really on the DLC. But maybe the following weeks? I mean, with the DLC, we can probably see if we can get some codes for you guys to gain. There's not so much transmedia going on with AC, so we cannot have that as prizes recently. But we're gonna try and focus on that as well. See if we can find some partnerships. What else? Is there something that I've missed about? I'm just checking the list of updates that were released with the new patch. It's a huge patch, by the way. It's like what, 40 gigabytes on Xbox, I think. We did see the new project, sure. It's called Sanctuary, so I wonder what that is in terms of modern day story, for sure. I did mention the new anomalies in Awaji, so if you, for those of you who might have joined afterwards, if you actually get the DLC, you're gonna get an additional anomaly in there. So that means you're gonna unlock the Battle Pass rewards and the modern day content earlier than non-owners of the DLC. And I think the final element that was mentioned is that there are uncapped cutscenes, like for PC players. So we're playing on Xbox, so we cannot actually showcase that. But for PC players, you can actually uncap the frame rate for cutscenes. It's not gonna be 30 FPS anymore. Carmine, what happens? WTF, about what? So yes, there's like the upgrades, the additions were quite a number of them with a patch. Not a lot of, we cannot show all of them. I would have loved to show you guys the gear enhancement, but it requires too many resources at the time. Yeah, 40 gigabyte updates. Let me just check it for you, because it varies quite a lot depending on your platform. Let me check. It's actually 13 gigabytes for PS5, 33 gigabytes for Xbox, 24 gigabytes for Mac, 42 on PC, and 17 gigabytes on Steam. The reason for that mainly is because of the support for the DLC for Claws of Awaji. Like, Claws of Awaji will have a size, like, surely it will add a lot of size on your database for sure. But as they did for Valhalla and Odyssey before it, they actually released a good chunk of the DLC with the update before the DLC. Sometimes it's almost the whole size of the DLC. It's released with the update, and then they unlock it on the release date of the DLC. So we shouldn't be too surprised about that, because recently their policy is not that you download the DLC on release date, but mostly you release you download a good chunk of it through the previous patch. So that's the reason why it's a lot of time. So yeah, prepare, depending on your connection, prepare to wait for a little bit, because even on PS5 and Xbox, it's quite the size. So yeah, I think that's mostly it. Quite sad we weren't able to show and have a look at the gear enhancement, even though, like I mentioned, I feel it's more like colored items in your equipment, but the feel, it's probably going to be the same. And even seeing that the gear enhancement and qualities, we also have levels of their own, it feels like it's going to be like never ending. So it's kind of also feels daunting in a way. So like, really, I'm not like a huge fan of the progression aspects in general. I'm more about the story and gameplay. But there are a lot of fans that enjoy that kind of stuff, so I'm quite happy for them that it's still there. It's an RPG after all. So, is the Ezio update live, or is that coming with Awaji? Let's show Shiski's. Can we go back in the what's it called, like the projects? So, never ending, make it stop. You can't. So there's a new project and battle pass called Sanctuary. It's wholly focused on Ezio. So there's a Kusarigama that has the assassin logo on it. There's an assassin cat with the Ezio, AC2, or Giovanni outfit. And there's the hood, the Renaissance hood, and then at the end there's the Ezio outfit. So basically, it's available, but not really, because you're gonna have to do all the anomalies in the coming days and weeks. So with the new refresh rate, I think that within 2 to 3 weeks we're gonna get everything. But yeah, it's not available right away, especially because the outfit is right at the end. And something that I really hate about the battle passes and the project here is that you cannot choose which reward to unlock. You have to follow a mandatory order. So that means that obviously the most coveted reward is at the end. So you have to engage, like forcefully engage to get that, which means forced playtime, which is not really nice on Ubisoft's hand. Oh, is there a painting to, like, Sumie? Careful. You can also go on the ground. Careful. There's boars. I guess I haven't unlocked them. You know, I have played 150 hours and I haven't found the legendary animals yet. I wanted to do that organically, but it never happened. So yeah, I think with... Are these puppies? No, they are like huge boars. Okay. So I think that on that note, on the note of boars hitting each other with a lot of violence, I think we can wrap up the stream, even though some of you asked for some canon cam. Can we make it happen? I think Sary says kinda yes. So let's see if we actually can. Okay. So I'm gonna have to click that, I guess. Okay. So I just disappeared. You can just hear my voice. It's a matter of a few seconds. So you guys, Elena and 6 keys, but also all of you guys can actually see our boyo. You're welcome, Yasuke. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. There we go. It's kind of dark, but I think you guys can see the boyo. He's all grown up. Can you see our big fluffy boyo? He's all grown up. He's like what, 2 to 3 years old? Yeah. He's not a puppy anymore, and because we don't stream that much, he's a big boy now. Which means also that when he's screaming, like, the whole village can hear it. So Elena, number one. Oh, remember when he was just a puppy? Yes, that's the time. All right, let me just turn the camera off. Oh, look at him. Okay. Can you just come back? So yeah, basically, yeah, he's all grown up. He was just a puppy, what, a year or 2 years ago, and now he's all grown up, and now he's protecting the house or destroying it, depending on what he chooses. So let me see. There we go. Hello. Okay, sort of, yes. So thank you guys so much for joining us for the stream. I'm happy that we could share some information and show you some of the features that were introduced with the new update. Stay synchronized with us, as I've been working on the second modern day video. It's going to be on the Awakening set, and like I mentioned, it's going to be another 30 minutes long video over one of the most interesting topics on the modern day for Shadows, I think. And of course, we're going to cover Claws of Awaji on September the 16th. We're going to have a stream where we actually review the DLC and discuss it. Try and have it, obviously, non-spoiler one, but we're going to try and discuss it a little bit more. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the remainder of the day wherever you are, and I'll see you very, very soon. Goodbye. Mwah. Let's see if I can